between this Russia and Austria was in 10 kilometers from here on the river Wisla. This is 10 kilometers on the north, and this is
and you are heading to something that I was about to bring up. And it's good. I wanted to make a point. What was a big Jewish community on Opatów was separated from the big center in Opatów, because main center place in this community, which was Opatów, was within general government, and remote site within this community, which was Mielec, fell under control of Austro-Hungarian Empire in Galicia.
And that's why Galicia is a special place for the many nations. For example, the capital of the Galicia was a big town, Lwów. In Lwów, everybody members of Lwów says we are Lwowian. We are no Austria. We are not Jewish. Everybody is Lwowian. You know, this is a name of civilians.
You know, people were proud of being members of Lviv, Lemberg society.
Coexistence is fantastic.
Someone is considered to be a New Yorker. New Yorker is a kind of distinction.
Yeah. Can you imagine that in the center of the Lvov there is a Catholic church, Armenian church, Russians, Greek
Orthodox,
and Jewish, and between 10 meters.
And therefore,
it's fantastic.
Lwów, Lemberg, the town was known under many different names. Became such a fertile ground for different future achievements, like New York. I mean, you have to have mixture of different minorities living, not necessarily peacefully, because there could be some clashes, there could be some frictions, but generally speaking, the mixture creates a good subsoil for big things to happen. And in Galicia, usually Galicia was known for being the poorest from all those partitions, 3 partitions, but because of mixture of people, different nations, and also because authorities were not that oppressive like in Russia or like in Prussia, here free thinking developed to the biggest scale. I mean, much further than in Russian incorporated Poland, general government in Prussia. Authorities were not that oppressive when it comes to brainwashing, and zgadza się, they were not so oppressive, and here you had the biggest mixture of different nations. But the most mixed with different minorities was town Lwów, which was a capital of
What is
Galicia.
that town called now?
Now it is called Lwów, but historically people use interchangeably 4 different names for the town, because it's Lwów in Polish language, Lwów in Russian, Lviv in Ukrainian, and Lemberg in Latin. Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
And you know, the guy, I mean, Henryk is from Przemyśl. Przemyśl is also nicknamed as a small...
In the middle of the
small Lviv.
Yes,
And you know
small
why?
Krakow, and what do you want?
Closer to Lviv, because they spoke in Lviv, people spoke different language. I mean, different tongue, different dialect. The same dialect, older people from Przemyśl also spoke. There was a kind of similarity and natural.
That Galicia is a special place, special for the Jewish. There is no problem. Just like in Lvov, coexistence is good, and in the other places, the same way. Just in Mielec, what happened? So what happened? In a second, after First World War, the community of Jewish in Mielec was stabilized on the same way.
Stabilized.
Stabilized. Yes, that are 50-50 to Poland.
Okay, so 50% were Polish Catholics and 50%
Yes.
were Jews.
Wow.
Of course, but in the center of this town, there is in the marketplace, rynek, tak? Marketplace,
Marketplace, yes,
you know,
correct.
the one house is only Polish. The rest of them was Jewish.
Which was typical due to the
Yes, it's typical for the-
omnipresence of Jews in crafts and in a trade.
Yes. Jechaliście przez Radomyśl Wielki? Radomyśl? Radomyśl Wielki is a very important place for Jewish. Yes.
The one that
It is
we went through, I
the
told you
biggest
about.
community in this place. More than in Mielec. More than in Mielec.
The place that Arthur Miller